Capricorn, my name is Tanya, and I'm going to do a mid-October update for you to see what you have going on for the rest of the month. Just some things to note. I do read intuitively over the standard card readings or card meanings. So sometimes if you happen to be a tarot enthusiast, the message that comes out may not be aligned exactly with the tarot card, but a lot of times the tarot cards support the messages that come through. So they're a good method for me to connect with my guides and my intuition. So that's what I like to do. So let's see what the guides, my guides and yours, the angels, what messages do we have for Capricorn for the rest of October? What messages do we have for Capricorn? What does Capricorn need to know for the rest of October? All right, see what we have. We have the Six of Pumpkins, Two of Pumpkins, King of Bats, Judgment, and the Nine of Imps. So let's see what I have here. I feel it feels like you're at the center of things for the rest of this month. There's a lot of attention on you, a lot of focus on you. And there's something you need to do, or that you're struggling to get to the end of a decision or the end of a project. But you have a lot of support. So let's see what we have. We're starting off here with the Six of Pumpkins, which is the equivalent of the Six of Pentacles. And Pentacles are about material things, abundance, how we attain things, which is also work. In this case, the Six of Pumpkins is about an exchange. It's usually this for this. So it could be purchasing something, right? So you pay for and you buy a pair of shoes. You get the shoes in return for the money, for the cash. It could be somebody who's hosting a party and you bring a gift. So they host the party, that's their energy, and you bring the gift, that is your energy. So that there's an energy exchange going on. So there might be something where you're in the process of maybe creating something for someone or purchasing. It feels in some cases like an active purchase that's in progress, where you're just negotiating those final terms and making sure both of you are satisfied with the deal. That is what I'm feeling from this card. So this might be a literal purchase, or no, it feels like a purchase, or maybe even like a silent auction thing too. That could also be it. But there is definitely something in there where there is this, you are obtaining something in exchange for a monetary contribution, is literally what this is feeling like right now. So that might be what's going on. Okay. Then we have the Two of Pumpkins, again with the Pentacles. And the Two of Pumpkins in particular is try to maintain balance between multiple things that are going on. In this case, it's two specific things, and it's about Pentacles. So there's this financial balance you're trying to maintain, or something you're juggling, and you're just trying to stay on your feet here and not fall off one way or the other. You don't want to put too much weight on one side versus the other. This feels like a decision you have to make, because twos are also about decisions. So it's a decision that it has the potential to cause imbalance depending on which way you go. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of what you're spending here too, right? Make sure you're paying attention to that and not just agreeing to more than you think, more than you're expecting to pay. Make sure it's a one-time payment and not They didn't say $20 per month for the next 3 months and not just $20. Kind of make sure you're watching that fine print a little bit. This here in particular is just make sure you're maintaining that balance between even work and life, a work-life balance too in some cases. I feel like the energy, to me anyway, for the end of October is lighter. There's a lot going on though out there in the cosmos. So make sure you're maintaining your balance. Be aware of your energy and how you're expending it. There we go. The King of Bats. This is the equivalent of the King of Swords. Very logical. This feels very much to me like your energy or a focus of energy here. Very decisive, logical, no problem making a decision one way or the other, but there's not a lot of emotion tied to those decisions, right? So they may seem cold too, or so logical, right? They're going to make the logical decision whether anybody likes it or not. You already know that that's what they're going to do. So use that knowledge, right? Use the information, the knowledge that you can't make an emotional plea, or an emotional plea is not going to work in this case. You need to bring the facts. Or perhaps they need to bring the facts to you. So this might be something where you have a decision to make and you just want to know how much is it cost, when is it due, what exactly are all the parameters for it, that type of thing. So this is you're making this decision here, or you are the one who is building this contract. What's going on here? What's going on here? Someone is sitting in judgment. Someone is, well, okay, that makes sense. Someone's trying to make a fair decision and they need all of the facts in order to come to that decision. So you need to make sure you're not hiding anyone and no one else is hiding anything. And you need to, once everybody says, yes, I have given you all of the facts, you need to trust that those are the facts, regardless of what someone may be trying to imply. If they are not transparent with the information, you can only go with what's in front of you. That's where your decision has to be focused, with the information that is right in front of you, and not any plot implied, not any second guessing, just what's here now. If there's something else they want to add to that list, then they need to add it now, because that's what your decision is going to be based off of. And then we have judgment, which is a lot where this decision is coming in, right? The decision, it will be fair and it will be balanced. It will right something. It'll right a situation. Why do I want to say it will right? It will right, like literally adjust. Things will be adjusting after you make this decision. Things adjust and fall into place. Yes. Will everybody be happy with the decision that's made? No, but it's the right decision. It's a just decision, and it allows people to move on. Everybody will accept it, whether they all like it or not. They will still accept it because it's based on the information that you were provided. If they didn't like it because they didn't provide some information or holding back some information, that's on them, and they will accept it. That means that they're willing to accept that as a term or as a consequence. So don't be worried about making this decision. You may be feeling a little stressed or a little pressure on it, and that might be where this balance is coming in, because you have the yin and yang kind of effect here, or too much of, you have the pressure coming from each side. You're just trying to stay centered. You're trying to stay impartial. You're trying to stay impartial. That's what this is coming from. And you're doing a great job. But it's been exhausting, right? It's mentally exhausting. And as a result, too physically exhausting. We have here now the 9 of Imps, which is the 9 of Wands, which is a fire element, which is very active, but it's a 9, so you're nearing the end of a process, nearing the end of a journey. But you're almost there. You're almost done. You may be feeling exhausted, mentally drained, physically exhausted even in some ways. But you're almost there. It's almost done. Keep pushing through, and you got this, is what this is saying. This decision here, once you make that final push, then this situation will be done and over. Right? This is the final arbiter. You are the final arbiter in this decision. And once you've made that decision, once you've passed a judgment on what's going on, if you will, then you're able to move on. It's like leveling up. Everybody can release that and move on. And you can breathe. Okay, let's see what we have on the bottom of the deck here. The 6 of Ghosts. Interesting that we have both the pumpkins and the ghosts. So this is about emotions. And in this case, the energy exchange isn't a physical thing. It's an emotional thing. Where both parties, this is a little bit about reminiscing in some ways about the past or with some others. So I think once this decision is made and once this part is over with, it's like balance is restored, right? That pressure is off you. You've pushed through. You've succeeded at it. Now you're all able to sit down, and it does feel like it's a group of you where you're the person, you're the impartial person sort of in the middle, because you're not tied to either outcome. So you're the one who helps make that decision. And now once it's made and that's over and done with, now people, it's like things loosen up. Things lighten up. The tension lightens up. And it gets into this more celebratory mood, into a more relaxed mode. And now people are reminiscing about the past, feeling good, feeling there's a reunion kind of feeling here. Everybody's able to come back together again and are happy with what happened and what the outcome is. That's what I'm getting there. Okay, let's pull an oracle card for our Capricorns. What do we have from the oracle cards for Capricorn? Does Capricorn need to know for mid-October, for the remainder of October? What's our Capricorn card? Let's see what we have. Smoke. It's like a smoke and mirrors, right? That's the first thing that came to my mind. I feel like this is you clearing out the smoke, right? You're clearing away all the confusion, clearing away all the things that are trying to muddle the situation, clearing the smoke. You are clearing the smoke from this situation. Your ability to hone it down into the basic facts, into what matters most to both sides, gives clarity to the whole situation, which is why you're able to now, once this is out of the way, bring everybody back together, or it does bring everybody back together. Because now everybody's very clear on what happened, what happens next, and are okay with what the decision was. So it feels like you're bringing that clarity to this situation. You're bringing that resolution and clearing up all the smoke that was just choking everybody out, right? And agitating everyone and alarming people. You're like, no. See? Nothing's there. In this case, where there's smoke, there is no fire. It's just smoke, just trying to obscure your vision and prevent you from seeing the truth. So you're bringing that light to the situation and clearing up the smoke. So Capricorn, you are the light bringer here at the end of October. That is what I have for Capricorn. Please hit that like button and please subscribe and help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching. And have an amazing October. You got this.